Hey everybody, it's Christina of CraftyPaws. I'm really excited to share with you guys another acrylic flow art piece. This time I wanted to kind of create a galaxy look, and you'll see at the end why, but I use two techniques. It's kind of a swiping technique with a wet paper towel as well as a tipping technique. And the first thing I did was I took my large canvas. This is, I think 24 by 30, and I've prepared it in advance with white gesso just so I can make sure that the paint flows really well along this canvas. And then I'm using right now what you would call kind of salvaged acrylic paint. It's from prior pours. I scrape up the excess that has fallen off the edges of acrylic pours. I scrape it into a kind of collection cup, and this is from prior pours. I had a lot of dark colors. It has a lot of black in it, but it also has some blue and some gray. And I just wanted to let you guys know that I use up all of my paints pretty much. I don't let a lot go to waste. And this time I just wanted to make sure that the edges of the canvas were going to have enough paint to definitely flow off the edges. And I'm basically taking all four sides as well as some of the middle there. And this is another salvaged paint. This is kind of a mix of different blues. I think also maybe a little bit of green. And I poured that so that it would come across through the middle. This next pour, this one's not pre-mixed. This is just with some glitter paint. This is a Martha Stewart brand. I believe it's antique silver. And so it has a real lovely sparkle to it. And I wanted to use what little bit I had left. And so I mixed that with Floetrol, my mixing medium, and I put that through. And then I had some plain blue. I think this is a bright blue. It's a, regular craft paint, acrylic paint, and I wanted to make sure it had some of that as well. This is reading pretty kind of cornflowery, but it dries much darker, which you'll see later. Now I just wanted to make sure that I used up every last bit of this darkest acrylic paint. I wanted to make sure some of that also lands in the middle. And now I've never tried this technique before, but I've seen other people do it on YouTube and I knew I wanted to give it a try. So I'm just trying to kind of use up all the acrylic paint that I had kind of leftovers. And here you see me taking a little swipe. It's a paper towel that I've dampened and I'm going to just swipe it across. And you can see already the cell formation. And a lot of that died down, so I'm going over the middle section here, but I'm going to go over that top section again. And I love the way it kind of pulls some of that black acrylic paint over the brighter colors, and that cell formation is just incredible. I'm doing the lower third now, and you can see my paper towel. I actually throw away the paper towel bits after I finish each swipe because I don't want cross-contamination. I don't want it to get muddy looking. Now you can see I've started with a new paper towel and kind of going through the middle because I realized that that blue paint wasn't kind of being pulled far enough along on the canvas. And I really liked how that middle section pulled. And I'm trying to pull a little bit more from that top section. And I'm pulling a little bit more from that middle section because I realized the top was getting very dark or being left very dark. I'm doing the same in the lower right here. I'm pulling from that middle blue section and trying to pull across to bring some of the lighter colors out. And I'm doing it again from the middle. And I'm just showing you this over and over essentially because that's what I was doing. I was kind of playing around with it and seeing how far the swiping with the wet paper towel would carry along the acrylic paint and how much cell formation there would be. There's quite a lot of cell formation. It's kind of amazing when you do that really thin layer that gets pulled across with the wet paper towel. I'm doing a little bit more on that upper left corner area. Which is all for naught because when I did the tipping, which unfortunately I think I kind of missed most of the tipping from being videotaped, but this is what I ended up with. The blue kind of was off to one side and the rest of the canvas was very dark, very much like this. And so I sprinkled on a little bit of glitter as you can see there, because I wanted a little more sparkle, especially in the super blackened areas. I love how it kept kind of the cell formation, but and this is where you see that I added a Star Wars ship. I had so much fun doing this. Ultimately, this is a canvas that I did for my husband for his office, and he loves Star Wars. So that's my acrylic pour. I hope you enjoyed this little process video. I really had so much fun doing this. You never know how acrylic flows are going to come out. So each time it's a little bit of an experiment and it's so much fun. I hope you guys give this a try. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.